So you're wondering if this will impact you. You're wondering if it's just some time way off in the future. Think again. Think again. Do you think complaining is enough? Do you think giving lip service, a worshipful lip service to antiquated regimes that were defeated by these people who control these countries, who now have far more technology and far more weapons and far more ability to suppress and oppress and disappear you? Do you think lip service, lauding lip service to those defeated regimes are going to help you? Now is the time. Do you think conservatism is going to help you? Do you think mealy-mouthed conservatism or mealy-mouthed ethno-nationalism that was defeated, how many times has that been defeated by the anti-whites? Do you think that's going to work? You better get passionate now. You better really get passionate and get active. At the core of what we do is love for us. It is a fundamental difference. It is night and day. It is this dimension and another. It is absolutely, irredeemably, impossibly similar in any way. The only similarities would be to superficially and two-dimensionally look down and see that, oh, they both want to stop victimization of Western kind. But do they really? You're talking about claims there. Do they really want to stop the victimization of Western kind out in these other groups? If you dig deeply enough, you'll find out the answer is no. Remember, folks, when they talk about civil rights, you say, oh, you mean swindle whites? How long can the justification of historical victimization continue? Oh, yes, forever, because it is a narrative. You know what you can't do? You can't get into their story and discuss the legitimacy or illegitimacy of historical victimization because it is fiction. Do you understand? It never goes away. It's part of the anti-white narrative. Oh, they're going to bring mass transit to every single neighborhood in America. Everyone. Everyone. You think you're going to white flight down a few more exits? Environmental injustice. What's the wrong thing to do? The wrong thing to do will be now to go research which areas have polluting plants and how white those areas are and which places are non-white and how few polluting environments they have. Because why is that wrong? Because it's fiction. It is an anti-white narrative. You need to give your brothers and sisters the framework to be moral so that they can righteously, indignantly stand over the anti-whites in their lives and point down at them and say, why are you such an anti-white SOB? Why do you want to victimize Western kind? That's what you need to do. There isn't going to be any voting or violence to recapture our destiny. But if you think there'll be voting, if you want there to be voting rather than violence, or even if things ever fall apart and there needs to be violence, there is only one way to come together when it comes to white people, and that is on a moral framework that from top to bottom has an overlay of order so that there is a system there. White people need this. We do not function properly in roving bands of thieves. That is not normal for us. What are the 9 words? Atonement cannot be made for a grievance never committed. Atonement cannot be made for a grievance never committed. What are they saying in this? What is the mocking piece of garbage who's writing this? Brenton Mock, anti-white extraordinaire. What is he saying? He's in every excuse to victimize Western kind is something that is not tangible, is not touchable, is not seeable. It's something from another period, he claims. And so then ask yourself, can atonement be made for a grievance never committed? No. You cannot atone for something you never did. This is a goddamn excuse to victimize Western kind and Western civilization. And somebody And the people, not just somebody who talked to this mocking piece of shit, need to say to him exactly what I just said. The white people in his environment and the non-white people who want to put an end to anti-whiteism before it destroys Western civilization need to say, listen, mock, you're an anti-white bastard. These people didn't do these things that you want to victimize them for. This would never end. Your excuse to victimize them would never end. What in the hell is wrong with you? I will, if it comes down to it, I will grab God himself by the goddamn lapels and yank his ass out of heaven and make a change here on planet Earth. And you better have that same determination in your heart.